Boa Hancock, the mighty Empress of Amazon Lily, feared and worshipped by all, with beauty that could make men turn to stone. Cold, ruthless, and completely uninterested in love, until she met Luffy. Unlike any man before him, Luffy didn't fall for her charms, didn't fear her power, and, most importantly, treated her like a normal person. This unexpected bond turned the cold-hearted pirate queen into someone completely different, a love-struck woman willing to risk everything for him.
No, we can't!
Hey, Hammock, what are you doing?
We can't!
But how did this happen? How did the cruel Empress of Amazon Lily fall madly in love with the carefree rubber boy? Let's dive into the full story. Luffy's arrival at Amazon Lily. After the Straw Hat crew was separated by Bartholomew Kuma, Luffy found himself on an island he didn't expect, Amazon Lily.
Oh well, gotta get back. Where am I?
Kuma had sent him there to protect him from the danger of the upcoming battle. But Luffy had no idea where he was or why. Unconscious and stranded, he washed ashore on the island of the all-female Kuja tribe. With no choice but to recover and figure things out, Luffy was about to have a life-changing encounter with none other than Boa Hancock, the island's powerful ruler. Boa Hancock's character. Boa Hancock wasn't always the love-struck empress we know today. When Luffy first arrived on Amazon Lily, Hancock was ruthless, cold, and full of pride. She ruled her island with an iron fist, and everyone feared her. But there was a reason for her cruelty. Years ago, Hancock was a slave to the celestial dragons, treated horribly and stripped of her dignity. This painful past made her heartless, and she grew to despise men, seeing them only as tools for her anger. When Luffy first met her, she didn't hesitate to threaten him, thinking he'd be just another man to use or destroy. Hancock's cruelty was clear, like when she turned men to stone with her powers for simply looking at her. She believed herself untouchable, a goddess who deserved nothing but admiration. Little did she know this hardened exterior would soon start to crack, thanks to the most unexpected person, Luffy.
Come on, don't tell me you're serious.
Their first meeting. Luffy's influence on Boa Hancock was nothing short of transformative. From the moment they met, he completely disrupted her view of the world. Hancock, the powerful and beautiful Empress of Amazon Lily, had lived a life where everyone either feared her or adored her. But Luffy was unlike anyone she had ever encountered. From the moment Luffy met Boa Hancock, he was completely different from anyone she had ever encountered. Unlike the countless men who either feared or worshipped her, Luffy was in a league of his own, fearless, uninterested in her beauty, and completely unpredictable. During his battle in the arena against the Gorgon sisters, Luffy found himself in a fight for survival. The Kuja warriors cheered as the sisters used their overwhelming strength and snake-like abilities against him. But in the middle of the battle, something unexpected happened. As Sandersonia's back was about to be exposed, revealing the celestial dragon's mark, a secret they had hidden from the world, Luffy acted on pure instinct. Instead of taking advantage of the situation, he immediately covered her back with his own body, shielding her secret from the crowd. Hancock, who had always believed that no one outside her sisters could ever understand their suffering, was completely stunned. Luffy had no idea what that mark meant, yet he protected their secret without hesitation. For the first time, Hancock saw a man who wasn't cruel, selfish, or power-hungry. Luffy's kindness and selflessness shattered the walls she had built around herself, making her feel something unfamiliar, warmth and admiration. This was the moment everything started to change for Hancock. Luffy wasn't just another pirate. He was someone special. Luffy wasn't impressed by her beauty, her powers, or her status. He just didn't care about any of it. That was a first for Hancock, and it sparked something in her. But it wasn't just Luffy's disregard for her beauty or strength that made an impact. It was his kindness. When Luffy saw someone in need, he always rushed in to help, no matter the cost. He had no agenda, no ulterior motive. He simply did the right thing. One of the most significant moments was when Luffy saved Hancock's sisters during the arena battle. While everyone else was concerned with their own safety or rewards, Luffy didn't hesitate. He put himself at risk to protect them simply because he believed it was the right thing to do. That selflessness and purity of heart were things Hancock had never experienced from anyone before. Luffy's genuine, fearless, and kind nature made him stand out in Hancock's eyes. He wasn't after her beauty, her power, or her approval. He treated her like an equal, a person rather than an object. This kind of treatment was foreign to Hancock, and over time it made her question everything she'd ever known about love and relationships. Luffy wasn't a Prince Charming, but he was something much more meaningful, someone who accepted her for who she was, flaws and all. And little by little, this began to change the way Hancock saw him, and herself. The moment Boa Hancock started to fall for Luffy was when she realized he was completely different from any man she'd met. After Luffy showed no interest in her beauty, casually focusing on food instead, Hancock was left speechless and blushed for the first time. It wasn't just his indifference to her looks, but the way he treated her like a normal person. Luffy didn't see her as a goddess or a tool. He saw her as herself, and that's when she began to realize he was unlike anyone she had ever known. Blushing for Luffy. Another key moment in Hancock's growing affection for Luffy came when she was sick.
How important could it be?
Oh! What just happened?
Show him in. Quickly.
Despite her own suffering, Hancock was ready to help him without hesitation. She pushed aside her pain to care for him, showing that her feelings for him were starting to deepen beyond admiration. Later, while on the Marine ship, Hancock's protective side truly emerged. As Luffy struggled, she couldn't help but care for him, even at great personal risk. At one point, when Luffy was unconscious, Hancock's concern was evident in her actions and expressions. She blushed as she tried to stay close to him, a clear sign that her feelings were no longer just about admiration, but real love.
What are you doing over there? Who are you talking to? Aren't you gonna eat something? This Sea King hand's unbelievable.
No, it's fine. Please help yourself. I'm more than satisfied just as I am.
These moments were the turning point when Hancock's heart fully opened to Luffy. Her devotion to Luffy. As Hancock's feelings for Luffy deepened, her devotion to him became undeniable. When Luffy was imprisoned in Impel Down, Hancock didn't hesitate for a second or risk her life to help him.
How cruel.
But necessary.
She used her position and influence to secretly aid him, even when it meant defying the very world government she had once feared. Her love for Luffy had completely transformed her. No longer the cold, heartless Empress, she was now willing to do anything to see him safe.
My life is finally complete. I can die happy.
Her devotion didn't stop there. During the Marineford War, despite the dangers, Hancock fought fiercely to protect Luffy. She faced impossible odds, but she didn't care about the consequences. Her loyalty to Luffy was unshakable, and she made sure he was free from harm at all costs, even if it meant challenging the Marines and risking everything. Hancock's actions spoke volumes about how deeply her love for Luffy had grown. She was ready to sacrifice it all for him. Conclusion. Boa Hancock's love for Luffy is one of the most memorable and unique romances in One Piece. It's a love story built on respect, kindness, and unexpected connection.
Love, beam.
Hold on, what? It's making me slow!
Why won't he transform into stone?
What makes it stand out is how it transforms both characters, Luffy, who never sought romance or admiration, and Hancock, who went from a cruel, untouchable empress to a woman who would risk everything for the one she loves. Their relationship shows that love isn't about beauty, power, or status. It's about seeing the real person beneath the surface. Hancock's love for Luffy is pure, genuine, and one of the most heartwarming tales in One Piece, making it a romance that fans will never forget. And that's how Boa Hancock's love for Luffy blossomed.
Here you are, Luffy. Open wide for me, okay?
Simply delectable.
What are your thoughts on their relationship? Drop a comment below. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to like and subscribe for more One Piece content. I'm Straw Hat Nokib, and I'll catch you in the next video.